lines, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for the shows and you study that pimp biology.
March 18th, 2019. Holy shit, are we just cruising through the month and the fucking year? But it's a brand new week right here on Dead on Dave Producciones. And we're going to start on a high note because does it get any better when we have this man with us today? The one, the only, the incredibly gay, my buddy, your buddy, our buddy. Film Oddities on the Twitters. You guys know him as Tobes. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How are you guys doing?
We're trying to get Liddy up in this city. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Hell yeah.
Is that what the kids talk like now?
Sure, we can pretend like they do that now.
What, are you saying I'm not in touch? Is that what you're trying to say? What the fuck, man?
No, but you're a veteran, so we need to treat you as
That's right. I get special treatment, motherfuckers, and not just because of my IQ, because I served. That's right. Double special. Double D's also has a different meaning with me because I'm fat. We're just all over it right now. We're just going in all these torrential rainfalls of just fun. It's a great way to start. So I had a weekend, and it kind of ties into a lot of what we're going to be talking about today. Saw Captain Marvel. I'm sure I'm going to talk to you about that. Yeah, I got some notes. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. We'll get into that. Also choked for the first time in my life. And I know it sounds weird, right? Because everybody chokes all the time, right? That's just how it goes. No, you're wrong. If you've never really choked, you don't know what I'm saying. You see, have you ever in your life had a piece of food or something that really, got lodged in your throat hole completely to the point where all air was cut off? Has that ever happened to you before?
With a dick, yes.
Well, not on purpose. Not on purpose. It's not. No.
Well, it wasn't on purpose there either.
What do you mean? You chose to put the dick in the mouth. What did you think was going to happen? It can't.
Yeah, but it was lubricated to like a point in the shaft where it slid through, but at a certain point it got stuck, and it took a bit of yanking, a bit of force.
Well, it's a dick. It's a dick in a throat. The throat's only going to go so far. What dick were you sucking on? Now, that's a totally... You know what? After playing it out in my head for a couple seconds and thinking of the physics of it, you were with a monster twink. I need to hear about you and I having a conversation later. We're having a conversation about this shit. This is some fantastic shit. Anyway, regardless, I choked for the first time ever, man. Like, actually choked. And I thought I was going to die. It was terrifying. I really thought it was the end. I thought it was over. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, if I sit here and I fucking choke to death on this food, this is going to be the worst way to go out. There are very few worse ways to go out when you're fat than choking on food. So that was quite terrifying. But I didn't die, so I'm still alive, and that's a positive thing. You? How was your weekend?
Oh, my God, my weekend was awful. It's still awful, but, I'm here.
Never-ending cycle of suckery, yes.
Yeah, but this week was especially awful. I just sat in bed, listened to some people that I never thought would open up to me, and watched Frasier a lot.
Oh, that type of weekend, huh? Yeah. All right. You only bust out Frasier for the really emotionally severe.
Yeah. I even changed my profile picture on Discord to Niles Crane.
Jesus Christ.
He is my spirit animal.
I guess he is. I guess he is, yes.
A lot of forbidden fruit.
A lot of forbidden fucking fruit.
Yeah.
Good God.
Okay. Quick question before we go along. Roz or Daphne?
Oh, Daphne.
Oh, okay.
And only because, okay, look, I like Roz, don't get me wrong. But honestly, Daphne seems to be a little bit less high maintenance, man. Roz is on it, doggone it, in so many different ways, you know what I mean? Daphne can be a little bit more frivolous. And you know what? At my old advanced age, I need a little frivolity, so I'm going frivolous. Going frivolous, man.
I can respect that.
But if it's a one-time banging, rise me up, baby. Rise me up, because Sometimes I like it when a woman looks like she be the one fucking you. You know, she's got that little bit of a look to her. Kind of like it. I don't know what that says about me exactly, but we'll figure that shit out over time. I'm sure in a therapy office. Oh, that's what that meant. I like dick. Oh, all right. There we go. Problem solved. I just saved myself about $3,000 in fucking bills. Just try to suck a dick now, get it over the way, just in case. Just so that's
maybe the person I was attracted to all along was Martin Crane.
That's right. Yes, I'm a bi icon. All right, now look. Speaking about bi icons, I don't want to get too far into it. I don't think I'm going to do a whole show on it because I think the whole thing is absolute retarded. But your boy's got a situation going on. And I got to be honest with you. Of all the things that I thought Shane Dawson would eventually get in trouble for, having anything to do with pussy would have been the last thing that I fucking would have put the money on. You know, that's the most incredible thing about this. Shane Dawson's getting taken down over pussy. Who had that fucking called? No one.
I don't know, but the guy at the office pool must be swimming in it.
He's like, technicality, motherfucker. I still win. I said pussy. Winner. Good Lord.
Oh my Lord.
So what are your quick thoughts on it? Because I think it's a non-story to me because it's so many of the things that I hate rolled up into one. But what do you think about it?
I don't know. I woke up this morning, fucking like just giving up on life, and then I logged on to Twitter.com, and literally, not even joking, the first thing I see is a quote tweet of Justin Wang, and I didn't really realize focus on what he wrote. I just clicked on the Shane tweet,
right,
and I read that, and it kind of brightened up my day a bit, to be honest. But yeah, it's just the people are taking jokes he made earlier on in his career seriously, and
it's rough. It's rough.
It is, yeah.
It's a rough one because sometimes
it's like the shock jock comedian.
Well, yeah, but sometimes these are gotcha moments and sometimes they're not. You know, people still try to use shit against Keemstar that I think most of us can fucking agree were troll type things that he was doing as part of an act back in the day. I think most people would agree with
I don't think that excuses it.
It doesn't excuse it, and you still have to pay for it. But, I mean, we have to kind of offer the same leeway to Shane. I mean, taken on itself, what he said, given with... Now, I haven't looked into this myself, so please don't get mad at me, Tobis. These are not my words. But there are people that have said that there are quite a few incidents on Twitter and other forms of social media where there's questionable acts with animals that kind of give a creepy vibe. So combined with this, there might be enough to maybe he's a creepo. I don't know. I don't care enough to look into it. But do you think that's possible?
It is. No, I don't think it's possible. But those moments do kind of exist. That's the thing.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want it all to be true. Like, because that's my career. Like, because that's all I'm gonna do for the rest of my life is every day. It'll be Shane Dawson pussy jokes to the end of fucking time. And I can't think of a better way to spend my life. It just sounds like a fucking wonderful thing.
This is the I wanted to say something, but I completely forgot. It just completely escaped my mind because you're fat.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. My fatness is distracting, so thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I think it was just like the jokes that he wanted to, like he that you know, it's too edgy that it's going to get him attention, but it's not like really bad to the point as to getting canceled at the time they were made, right? And yeah, is bestiality going to be, bestiality going to be? Yeah, my British came out.
No, it's fine. That's fine. You pedophile.
Is bestiality the new pedophilia now on YouTube? Is that where this is heading?
You know what? I hope so, because at least this will be fucking fun. You know, people will say that bestiality is not fun. You know, I'm going to fucking disagree. I think people committing acts of bestiality might be the greatest thing that ever happened to YouTube. Can you imagine all the shows we're all going to get to do? It'll be never ending. I mean, I feel bad for the animals, don't get me wrong, but hey, take one for the team, little piggies, because we got some shit.
Better than the children.
That's fucking right. If animals got to take a dick and we'll save little fucking Charlie or Susie from a dick from some wandering stranger in a van with chapped lips and fucking candy, that's definitely not made in Tijuana. It's come on. The animals got to get it over the kids is all I'm saying. Now, ideally, no dicks for anybody unless you're completely consenting to it. But unfortunately, that's just not the world in which we live. We got tattoo artists trying to fuck underage people. We got Shane Dawson possibly fucking pussy in a way that you never thought possible. We got all kinds of crazy shit happening. The world is really upside down at this point. It's fantastic, and I love it. I say enjoy the ride. I love it. I love it. It's great.
It seems so. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Oh, my God.
Well, you know what? Who I blame? Leafy. Because if Leafy doesn't go away, none of this happens. Or maybe it's PewDiePie's fault for causing mass shootings all over the world, apparently. I'm telling you, Tobes, everything's crazy. Everything is absolutely insane on the internet. It really the fuck is, dude. I'm never a fan of going back in time to get something from somebody, especially when we're talking more than a few years. Maybe you can get somebody if it's really bad in like a 2-year standpoint, but I hate going back 5, 6, 7 years, getting audio clips, snippets, and then going, gotcha, motherfucker, now pay for it. I'm not a fan of that. Mainly because I say a lot of stupid shit on a daily basis. And if people go, look at enough, that's my ass.
Who amongst us hasn't made the casual I masturbated on my cat joke?
You know what? It happens all the time, I'm sure. It's more common than you think. It's got to be. If it happened once, it had to happen again. Because I refuse to believe that Shane Dawson could ever be that original. So I know it had to have fucking happened. Because Shane's not capable. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now we got a little Shane hate in there. It's fantastic.
I'm not in the confrontational mood. So let's move on.
Fair enough. Yes, I agree. Let's move on because I don't think that there is a whole lot to the story there. But I'll tell you what, there is a lot of Marvel.
Memes.
Marvel dominated the weekend, did they not? They had a fucking weekend.
Yeah, they did. They had an amazing weekend. It's all over the trades. My guys in the industry are like nonstop writing about it.
Yeah.
Even though they cover indie shit, it's like all hands on deck for most publications.
It's just not wall to wall. It's wall to wall Marvel. Good news if you're a Marvel fan.
That is true, but it did break today with our favorite director.
Yes.
Well, maybe favorite, second favorite.
He's up there. Current. He's up there with one of my favorites. James Gunn, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Okay. I was talking about Tarantino, but sure.
Oh, fine. Go to Tarantino. I thought we were going to Marvel. Fuck it. Let's go to Tarantino. Look at Tobes calling me audible.
No, I thought we might structure the show a bit better. Talk about some. So I'd have a bit of a rant, and then I'd talk about some.
I tried to let you lead it. Go ahead, give the rant. What's going on with Tarantino, you lunatic?
All right, okay. So Tarantino is a brilliant fucking filmmaker, right?
He is.
And when he was in Miramax, he had a really big hand in marketing movies. And they relatively did well for the budgets they have, of course. Yes. Now because of Harvey Weinstein's
shenanigans, we'll call them shenanigans.
Fucking rape.
Yeah, right. That would be the technical term. Yeah. If you want to get technical, Tobes.
Yeah, let's get technical.
Okay,
We're all about the technicality here on
That's
the
right.
channel.
That's right.
Yeah. So after that, he went to Sony, and this is who's distributing this movie. Sony Classics, if I'm not mistaken. Now Sony's team of marketers is god awful.
Yeah,
they are just beyond awful. You can see them in all their filmography. It's just so bad. And today they released the poster of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it looked bland. It looked corporate. It looked awful. It looked like there's no style. There's no substance. Nothing related to the film. Like, what the hell? Okay, I get the leads are big stars and they're counting on the push it gets from it. But really, you can't even put it's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The logo is shaped after the fucking Hollywood sign, but you put half the Hollywood sign in the background blurred to shit. What the fuck? It looked like the Green Book poster. Come on, people.
Oh no, not the Green Book poster. Oh no.
Yeah. Awful. Just
you were
awful.
so mad about this. I saw you take the Twitter about it. I looked at it. I'm like, well, this doesn't look that bad. But you are really up in arms over this poster.
Yeah. Have you seen the old poster? Like, look at fucking Inglourious Bastards poster with the helmet on the baseball bat. That fucking evokes feeling, right?
True.
Look at Kill Bill's posters. They're one of my favorite Tarantino posters, right?
Yeah. Pulp Fiction, iconic. Yeah.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction's iconic. I had Uma Thurman on my wall before my mom told me that's not acceptable, and I had to take her down and fold her up and look at her from time to time to question my sexuality.
And there it is. Your mom. Have you ever confronted your mom that she made you gay? We just figured it out, dude. Hit her with that one, dude. One day when you really want to make a wave, drop that at the Thanksgiving fucking that you don't have table. You know what I mean? Fucking that one. That's a game ender. You want to talk about a mic drop? That's what you should do. I'm just saying. You have your end game. Please continue.
But even when I was straight, I never. When I was straight, when I was pretending to be straight, when as a young kid, just fucking adrift in the sea of sexual curiosity.
Well said.
Yeah. Watching Frasier.
Frasier. Yeah.
I'm listening. But yeah, but it was like I never found Uma Thurman particularly attractive.
Really?
Yeah. I thought the sort of postmodern look of the poster was incredible.
She did it for me in that movie.
Oh,
definitely, yeah. A little bit more in Kill Bill, which again raises all kinds of
Kill
questions
Bill.
About me, but still, man.
The traits.
Yeah, I like her looks, but you know what I could really use? For her to be meaner and able to kill me whenever she wants. That really does it for me. What the fuck is the matter with me? Good point, Faye. Who doesn't do it for you, Dave? That's a fair fucking point, Faye. I mean, she's got me in a box on that one there, sweetheart. All right.
As I said, this like literally an hour ago while I was texting someone, what's sex without a bit of despair?
Right, yes. Can't spell sex without despair, apparently. Or the other way around. Jesus fucking Christ. That doesn't work either because there's no X. Doesn't matter. No. Go with it. Fucking A.
But yeah, if you look at all the other posters, they feel indie and they feel stylistic and they relate to the story. Like Django Unchained's poster being black and white and black and white and red, it try to and the symbolism that goes with it and stuff like that.
Right.
It's just it's so great. And then you look at this one and it looks like a made-for-TV movie poster, right? It was that somehow I don't know they paid Brad Pitt and somehow convinced Leonardo DiCaprio to star in this zany Lifetime comedy.
It sounds like you're really cooling on this movie in general.
No. I'm still fucking hyped for this movie. I'm just sick of Sony's marketing strategy. They can all suck a dick.
Woo. But that's a compliment in your world.
They can suck a gonorrhea-filled dick.
There we go. That really puts the cap on it. Because while there might be a lot of people who are like, yeah, dick's okay, the gonorrhea part basically takes almost everybody off the board. So you got to make that distinction. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
So is that all your vitriol towards the fucking poster, or is there more?
I can go on for days.
I really wish you not.
Yeah, I could go on for days, but I think it's better to leave it at that.
I think so too. I think we should smoothly transition into the world of Marvel, Since I already started going down that fucking world.
Well, hold on.
Fuck me in the mouth, Tobes. What?
We still have to talk about the gayest thing in the room.
Yeah, I was gonna do that after. I was gonna do it. Fine, go ahead. Go. Keep going, Tobes. Keep going.
All right. Fair enough.
Just no show structure, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I thought this is what we agreed on.
You start with the personal topic, you get all your meat in, and then you close with all the other frivolous stuff, and then we take calls. That's how it works. But that's okay, Tobes. I like what you're doing because it makes me look better, and I always appreciate that. That's why I'm friends with Tommy, because every time I go out with him, I'm like, I'm the hottest guy in the fucking group. So it works.
I'm a mess, but the people in the chat love me for that.
That's true. That's right. Yes, darling. Keep going, Queen.
Hell yeah. Now, since we're on that topic, the gays in the chat, please clench your Chardonnay pretty hard for this one.
I'm gonna kill
So, some of you might know that Howard Stern is coming up.
Yeah, even Howard Stern, yeah.
Yeah, Howard Stern is coming out with a book soon called Howard Stern Comes Again or something like that. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Who cares? We don't know her. But
Jesus Christ.
So Wendy Williams decides to talk about this in Hot Topics.
Right.
Now she brings it up. She talks about it briefly. Basically sings the praises of Howard Stern and how he was her hero, and she's met him before and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She even showed the picture of him and her together. So she made a mild criticism of him being a bit too Hollywood now.
Okay.
He's a bit too insider, and it might be a bit predictable. But then she goes and says, "Oh, well, more power to you. We're all gonna buy this, right?"
Right.
Like, that's what she said. Now Howard Stern, after
Howard Stern.
hearing this, goes on a 30-minute tirade about her tits.
Did he? Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay, so there's not a real war here. That's fantastic. That's exactly okay. That's really good because I was worried here. I knew nothing about the story, and my worry was that you were building to this, and you were going to tell me that Howard Stern took major offense to the criticism and went back. Yeah. But if he's just making fun of her tits, he's just being Howard Stern.
No. Her tits were like the base, like that cake layer that you put the frosting over.
Okay.
So, he basically proceeds to call her a nothing person. He calls her the same as she's as Hollywood as I am or something like that, but I'm not Hollywood. And it goes on the same thing. And I am nicer to people now because I don't want to be the bully I was. And Howard Stern just like has a meltdown on air for 30 minutes. She said he was getting a bit too Hollywood. Now Wendy has still not responded. I'm waiting for that to air probably tomorrow.
Yeah, she's gonna give it to him now.
Yeah. But yeah, he talked about her tits.
If that's what it was, I have no problem with that. Okay, that's funny too.
No, but even though it's a 30-minute tirade about her tits, if it was just that,
he doesn't talk about anything anymore. Like most people will agree, Howard Stern is not what Howard Stern once was. You know, Howard Stern has become a lot of the things that he used to speak out against, and that's what success breeds, and that's okay. It totally fucking happens. That's all right. The fact is, you can't claim that you're not mainstream when you were the judge of America's Got Talent for like fucking 4 years, dude. It's just like you can't do that. You're calling yourself the god of all media. This comes with it. She's a friend, you know, and she's barely giving. You can't be this guy, Howard, because these are the type of things that end up taking you down.
I'm sick of her.
Right. It's just it's a fucked up thing because you can't stop being cool. You can be different. Like, you can change your aim and your scope and what you even do. And Howard doesn't talk about the same things. Howard's not as edgy as he once was. Those are all acceptable as long as you're still adjacent. You got to be at least Howard Stern adjacent. You got to be close enough to that original product that people don't stop thinking that you're Howard Stern. And by attacking Wendy Williams over something like this, that's about as anti-Howard Stern as you can get if you're serious about your anger. So I hope it's not serious.
Well, I was always looking for a reason to hate Howard Stern. Now I have one.
Oh,
So,
shocker.
there.
An Arab looking for a reason to hate a Jew. Never fucking thought of that in my fucking life.
Hold on. What is this? The mental gymnastics of a Republican senator?
Come on, man. That was a layup, dude. That was a That's like Paul Heyman jokes when they fucking... He was sweating. Paul Heyman was sweating so much when they made his ass go to fucking Saudi Arabia. I thought he was going to lose 50 fucking pounds. How are you going to make fucking the Jewiest Jew in the whole company go to fucking Saudi Arabia? Like, that has to be a really nasty prank. That's some fucked up shit. I love it. I fucking love it. Oh, my God.
Well, I can't be racist. I have a mezuzah.
Well, there you go.
I actually do. It's in my cupboard for some reason.
Oh my God!
But yeah.
So we'll definitely be reporting diligently more on the Howard Stern Wendy Williams war as it develops. Faybell Jewiest Jew. Hashtag name is over party. I'd have to have a fucking beginning party. Like, where's my birthday? I never burned. Can't be over. Shit, that's some bullshit. Anyways, so I'm proud of Jewiest Jew in the room. I want that to be a T-shirt. I wish I was the Jewiest Jew in the room sometimes. Tell you that. Probably more successful than the poliest Polak that I am. Fuck that shit. Anyways.
No, well, these things can't be synonymous.
No, it's true. They're not mutually exclusive. This is true.
That is true, yeah.
All right. So, because, no, I'm not even going to go. I was going to go to another joke that would have been just as bad. I digress. I saw Captain Marvel this weekend, buddy.
Hell yeah. How was it?
I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
Understandable.
I haven't been to like an American theater in a very long time. So I went to a really brand new one, and I went to the theater that I was in just happened to be the brand new state-of-the-art shit. Like, it had the sound that goes through the chairs, that rumbles the chair. I could lay back completely. Oh, it was amazing, dude.
My phone has the same technology.
No, fuck your phone. Can I shove it up my ass and feel the vibrations? Well, yeah, I could, I guess, but because I have a very, very, very... Anyways, still, regardless. I was able to lay back completely in these chairs. It was really good because I got to enjoy the movie and not be in pain. So that was probably the best thing about the experience altogether. Not to say that the movie wasn't good, because it was. I enjoyed her more than I thought I was going to. She's a great actress. Just straight up. Great actress. She really is.
So we can agree that everyone saying she's a terrible actress is misogynist, right?
Well, no, SJ dickhead. Absolutely not. No, they're stupid.
No, I'm sticking to it.
No, you can't make that. No, you can't say that. That makes no sense at all. If you say an ill word, no, you're shut up. That's what you're using. Shut up language. Don't do that. Jesus Christ.
Not really.
Yeah,
not really.
Yes, because if you criticize her, you're a misogynist. What are you talking about? You just said it.
You can criticize her, but not. You know what? Let's move on.
Moving on, because that was stupid. No.
But fail back me up. I'm sure.
She's great. She's a great actress. Let's just stay there. Fantastic actress. She really is. The movie had issues.
Oscar winner.
Yeah, she's an Oscar winner. Yeah. The movie had issues in almost every other sense of it. And the biggest problem for me was the pacing. Like, there was no beats in this movie. It's just, which is fine. I could deal. But for me, it didn't highlight the best part of the movie, which was easily the relationship between Nick Fury and Miss Danvers. I mean, that's it right there. Those two together.
I really enjoyed the chemistry, and I think
they were great together.
Pretty well.
They were great. They were so good. I would have liked to have gone a little bit more buddy cop with it, just a little bit more. Another 10 minutes. Get a couple more jokes in. A little disappointed with the cat thing, even though I don't think we're done with that. A lot of spoilers, by the way. Some people were very upset with the somewhat to some disappointing revelation of how Nick actually loses his eye, but I think they alluded to there's more there, so don't get so upset about it. It's not that big a deal. But I liked it. All in all, I really enjoyed the movie, and I could see why it's doing as well as it is.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I have my criticisms, and I'm pretty sure you haven't watched my review of
Of
it.
course
But
I
you
have.
know, it's complete. Mhm.
He didn't even respond to my lie. He knew better to even I think the hope got up for like a second. He watched. No, he didn't. He's such a fucking liar.
No, not really. I just kind of knew it. Like I need to pester you for you to
Right.
watch
Now
my.
I'll watch it eventually. Probably not.
Yeah, you said the same thing about the Oscars one.
I
But
watched
sure.
that too. It was great. My favorite part was when you said that thing about the guy, dude. You fucking had me in stitches. You're hilarious.
I didn't make jokes in that video.
Sure you did. They were great. Well, I took them as jokes. Comedy's subjective, Tobes.
Hashtag Dave is a shit friend in the chat. Please.
I never make any reservations about the fact that I am like the world's worst fucking friend. I'm terrible.
But I think we need a reminder of it. So
well,
please
there you
in the
go.
chat.
It's fine. Let's make a shirt. World's worst friend. GunCannon, get on it. I need that shit made. So, of the trinity of Marvel stories that we do have to talk about, we'll open with that. So, considering I saw Captain Marvel, the fact is this movie is not slowing down. You and I talked about it last week, how it did. It just exceeded so many expectations in the first week, and you and I both agreed we were going to learn a lot more in the second week than we did in the first. So, what did we learn about Captain Marvel in week number 2?
All right. So the misogynists.
Oh yeah, there we go.
No. There were constant attacks on Captain Marvel from that sort of wing. And some people that I've talked to all have seen this reporting. But basically, people were adding on the Thursday, which is like an opening weekend is always extended and takes on the Thursday because
Right.
the day day showings and sometimes the midnight showings of Thursday, right?
Yep.
And they basically combined it to make the weekend box office, the opening weekend box office, right?
Yeah.
And on the second weekend they don't count the Thursdays, right?
Right.
But because they didn't do that, some outlets reported that it was a 69% drop. That is not that is not true. These outlets did not make the description, and the quartering can go fuck himself. Yes,
Because I got a much different number.
Yeah, it was 56 or 57%, right?
I got 52. According to the one that I read, it was 52%. It was between 52 and 54%, depending on what numbers you were exactly going off. This is from, I want to say, Vanity Fair. I believe that's where I read it from this morning. I believe. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
I think the best place to get these things for you and your audience sake is fucking Deadline. Is it Deadline? Yeah, Deadline.
Okay, well there you go. Check that out.
Yeah.
Get the actual numbers. But it's close. Here's what I do know. They're over $750 million already worldwide in 2 weeks. This movie was never projected to be $1 billion movie. Not in the box office. It's going to blow past it, Tobes. It's not going to just go past. It's going to blow past it. What does it mean? What does it say?
That I don't know what it says. To me, what it says is Marvel is a powerful brand, and the Marvel stands are not to be underestimated.
Right.
Also, it kind of taught me that the internet doesn't really matter in the grand. The internet outrage culture when it comes to like vacuous nonsense, just whining and bickering. It's not really going to affect the mainstream audience, and the mainstream audience is going to see a Marvel movie like this. It could also take the it could also get this momentum from the fact that Endgame is opening really, really soon.
Yes.
So these are all factors that could come in, or causes for this entire movie to make this much money.
Yep.
But I'm glad it did. because fuck the misogynists.
Well, I'm not going to get on the fuck the misogynist bandwagon. Well, I mean, in general, I will always get on fuck the misogynist, misogynist bandwagon. You point out a real misogynist, and I'll fuck him for you, Tobes, okay? I have no problem with
quartering?
that. Well, fuck him. There we go. That's an easy one. Fuck him. There we go. Fuck the quarter. And I don't even know if he's a misogynist. I don't care. Fuck him in general.
The default position.
He can still get the first fucking as far as I care. Here's the deal about this movie and why I like it so much. It's a win across the board for a lot of principles that I think may have gone out the window. Everybody wants to talk about the internet backlash and the ability of the trolls to be able to take down movies. We saw with Ghostbusters 2, there was a lot of the same type of comments that, you know, if this was going to happen this way, you know, if we wouldn't have had this happen, if all the virgins out there wouldn't have rebelled against blah, blah, blah. The reality is Ghostbusters 2 is a bad movie. This is not a bad movie. And I think that's a good thing to know every now and then, that even with crazy amounts of backlash, and I think that we can all agree, Captain Marvel received an insane amount of backlash. Some would say unprecedented, especially on the Rotten Tomatoes fucking sites. Not good stuff at all. It not only succeeded, but it blew past any expectations that any analyst had for the movie. Even the most optimistic did not have this movie doing that well. It was a hard sell, and that was before it. Now, I'm under the impression, as well as I saw Faye write this as well, that that word of mouth, it goes back to that old adage, there is no such thing as bad press. Now, I'm not necessarily a big proponent of that all the time, but it certainly doesn't hurt to have you hashtagging and trending all over the place. Because as we know, most people are stupid and only pay attention for a couple of moments. Doesn't need to see all the rest of the things that it has to say about Captain Marvel. Just the fact that it says Captain Marvel might be enough. But it juiced this movie up, dude, and I'm just glad to see it because sometimes it's good to know that the loud, small group of people doesn't always speak for everyone. So it's a good thing for all of it, all across the board.
Hell yeah.
The way I look at it.
And I've seen criticism of Disney about how they dealt with the Rotten Tomatoes situation, and I must say, like, why are we surprised? And they're completely justified in doing so. Yeah. If you go into the Rotten Tomatoes user reviews, just before everything kind of went down, you can see that most of the fucking the comments were bots.
Yeah,
it was just that. It was Captain Marvel sucks. Captain Marvel sucks. Right. It'd be in like parentheses or something like that, and it's like literally botted comments. Yeah. Like the Infinity War movie had 50,000 reviews, user reviews. Captain Marvel had 58,000 reviews
in about 3 days. You know, it was crazy. Yeah. It's just insane. And it's unfortunate. Yeah. And look, I'm still on the platform of fuck Brie Larson in general, just on principle, because I don't have to like her, Tobes. She's a good actress. I wish she'd shut the fuck up. That's about it when it comes to her. If she would do that, that would be
Goddess.
That would be great. Goddess. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you, man, she did a good job. She was great. She was really good. Excellent. She was good. She was really, really good.
One of the guys I know from the industry, they met her on the press tour, not for Captain Marvel, for a movie called Short Term 12 a few years ago.
Yeah.
And they say she's like the most delightful person to interview or talk to. So it might be like your perception of her, but like all I've been hearing is like she's really nice, and I tend to believe that.
Well, as soon as she gives me an interview, I'll change my mind. I'm not asking for much, man. I ain't asking for much at all. We want to hear something kind of weird before we get to the next big. I would say pretty big story.
Hell yeah.
I saw it in a fantastic theater, but I went at a time when I went late. I went late on a Friday, and there wasn't a whole lot of people there. It wasn't a full theater, but there was a good amount of folks. What I found interesting is, even though the clerk, who was fantastic, the guy who took the tickets and stuff, he told everybody there to wait through, don't leave. There's 2 end credit stuff. So everybody knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 80% of the theater still left. I was like...
They tend to do that. It's kind of annoying.
You know? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Of course, I'm the asshole who stayed into the very end, saw the second cutscene, which was not as good as the first. Although I did like it, but still. Mm-hmm. Good Lord.
Yeah. So. I really enjoyed the first cutscene.
First cutscene was great.
Yeah. And I think the company you watch this movie in is it like elevates it. Like I watched this the first time I watched this with like hardcore Marvel fans, right?
Right.
And the atmosphere was incredible.
Oh, I bet.
Sitting next to them and stuff like that. And the theater was roaring in laughter, and I think the jokes really landed well. I see a lot of reviews where it said they fell flat, but I'm not in that camp.
I could see in some companies that it probably would, but I thought it was pretty good comedy for the most part.
Yeah. The second time I viewed it, it was in the high-end theater I watched Fighting with My Family in. It was $60 a fucking ticket.
Holy fucking shit! Wait a second, what?
Yeah.
What do you get with that? Do you get for that price? You better get to see the movie. Plus, you get $60. Like what the fuck?
Basically, what it is you get a recliner chair, silk bed sheets, a pillow, and dinner service. Along with snacks, a hot drink, and a cold one.
So it's worth it. That to me sounds worth it.
It's completely worth it. Yeah,
that sounds like an amazing. I paid $20 for mine. I didn't get any of that shit, by the way. I had to sneak food in. So, but I got the really great seat with the sound going through it and leaning back. That was pretty. I didn't get a pillow or silk fucking sheets.
Yeah. Oh my god, the silk sheets! I literally it was so good that I asked the manager if I can take it. He said, "Unfortunately, not." But yeah,
it's probably $100 piece of silk.
Probably, but you know, give me is it a L'Oreal? Yeah, you're worth it. You know, one of those.
That does sound like it's worth it. Like if you're gonna go and you're gonna have that type of experience, I pay $60, so I can't even beat that up too much. But I'm with you though, as far as the experience. It's like I could have a gourmet meal and have it in bad company, and I would call it a bad meal. But I could have a hot dog with the most interesting person around, and that's a fantastic meal. You know, it really does matter the company that you keep. Of course, you talked earlier about bad production company with Sony, the way that they market and everything, the bad marketing department. Mm-hmm. You know who doesn't have a bad marketing department? Fucking Marvel. Because think about how smart this was. Let's just think about this. The James Gunn thing we'll talk about in a moment, because I don't think that has anything to do strategic-wise. But I'll tell you.
Oh, it definitely does.
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, but that's not direct to me. That one's not the big one. The obvious one is the release of the new Endgame fucking trailer, the first official one. Brilliant. Brilliant to do that after Captain Marvel released. Just brilliant. Really, really smart. What'd you think of this trailer? Everybody seems to just be going crazy over it. What'd you think of it?
It gives us just enough to the point where it doesn't give us anything really.
There's nothing,
cool it's just cool shots, and it's left to our imagination. And I think they're gonna throw us such a big curveball that no one will see what this movie has in store coming.
You are right about that.
Yeah, and I hope that everything works out, and I get to see it in London.
Oof. Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
It's coming up on us so soon, man. It's so soon. It's next month. This is fucking crazy. The trailer, to me, it really stood out because apparently everything that's been shown so far in this trailer and the other teasers, apparently nothing past the first 20 minutes of the movie has been shown. Supposedly.
No.
That's from fucking Feige.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, no, that's confusing the fucking shit out of me now.
I know. That's according to a theory site that's got like 15 million fucking subs. I don't even know. But I've been watching a lot of going down the rabbit hole and stuff because when I heard that the first 20 minutes. Now, remember, there's a loophole because of time travel. That could still technically be true in some weird fucking Inception way. I don't know, and I don't care about that. What I do care about is there's been leaks in toys. If that whole thing is true with that, there's a whole bunch of things that's making me believe that I was right about a couple of things with this movie, wrong about others, but right about some big stuff.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't follow Marvel Stan accounts.
You got to be so careful, too. You got to be so careful. We're going to another place, man. This is going to set up Phase 4 in the best way is all I'm going to say. And anybody who's a comic book fan, this isn't even a spoiler because they've already talked about him in the series. Just say one word and I'll move on from there. Celestials. That's it. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's where we're going, and I can't fucking wait for it because it's going to be so exciting. If it's what I think it's going to be, Arcing Rose of Nerdgism is going to... Don't go to the... Going to the theater, you're going to have to prepare like you would if you went to a Gallagher fucking concert in the 80s. Bring plastic fucking sheets because there's going to be nerd jizz all over the fucking place.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite safe. They don't know what a condom looks like, but they also don't know what a vaginal canal looks like. So you're all fine. It's just gross.
Yeah, I see. Flo, yes. that Celestial that's already dead, Ego, remember, that's a little G. Ego ain't shit compared to the Celestials that are coming, baby. The big daddies, the big boys are coming. I'm telling you, I know what I feel.
All right, settle down.
I know, I'm excited. I'm excited. And we're getting Eternals too, but I think we've already seen 2 Eternals. I ain't worried about that. But one for sure, but I'm pretty sure we've seen 2.
You know what I'm really waiting for, just to go into DC news? I know Ava DuVernay is currently working on a New Gods movie for DC.
Well, that's exciting.
And that's something I really, really fucking want to watch, since we're talking about Celeste.
Well, this is a little bit of... we can cross over a little bit here, because there's a little bit of DC news in the next story about James Gunn, because as we know, James Gunn has been picked up to do the full reboot, by his words now, complete reboot of Suicide Squad, which is still happening despite the announcement that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will have its rightful director at the helm. James Gunn is returning. Tobes, talk about it, man.
All right, James Gunn is returning for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Fuck. But also... he was never really fired.
True.
Yeah, True. People just think he was rehired. No, he was never really fucking fired. They just distanced themselves. Holy fucking shit. No. So he wasn't fired. They just distanced themselves, and I think his agents used his DC gig as leverage.
Oh, they better have.
Yeah. So now, in addition to doing DC, he's doing Marvel, and I can't wait. Now, what they were saying about the rumors flying around that the Suicide Squad review.
I'm sorry. Wait. So Faye was asking in the chat, what did James Gunn do? And I'm just reading through the comments, and then I see Koksky. I don't know Koksky production. Yeah. He goes, Faye, he cummed on a cat. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't fucking handle it. Dude. Allegedly, he cummed on a cat. No, he didn't come on a cat.
He made no jokes, and right-wing political pundits didn't like it.
That's right. He made an oopsie. We'll call it an oopsie.
He made an oopsie, and Mike Cernovich wasn't having it. He threw one of his Michael Cerna bitch fits.
Yes, which
See,
those are
I got that at the end.
Yeah, that's good. All right, I'm sorry. Please continue with this. As James Gunn returning, this is huge news for everybody involved.
It turns out that the rumor flying around that he was going to be using the Guardians 3 script for Suicide Squad was bullshit.
Of course it was.
Yeah, yeah. And because how would that even work?
It wouldn't work. It's a good leak, man. It's a smart leak to say something that stupid.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
It'd be excellent.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take Harley Quinn and we're gonna make her green, okay? And it'll be fine. We'll call her Gamora and it'll be good. Harley Gamora, that'll be her name. What the fuck are you talking about? All right, continue.
FaZe asking if James Gunn is a twink. Maybe as a youngster he was. Now he's just a dad. I guess. I don't.
I don't know. He's kind of twink-like. I don't know.
No, but he's older, so.
Well, you have to be young to be a twink? I guess you do.
Yeah, well.
Doesn't even make sense. Twinkies got no expiration dates. That's actually a myth, too. We learned that in Zombieland.
Yep.
It's not good. It's not good.
I can't even find a picture of young James Gunn to actually say something about.
He looks like Wesley from fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's what is this dirty Sanchez fucking laugh you got going on? It sounds like something that would be happening after a really bad joke at a donkey show in fucking Tijuana. Like, what the hell? Good Lord.
What is it with you and donkey shows in Tijuana today?
I don't know. I went to Tijuana twice today. I don't know. I'm in I live in the middle of like Puerto Rican village, man. I can't help it. It's just fuck.
Two Tijuana donkey show jokes in one day.
That's a lot.
Sloppy.
That's a little sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, look, shit. What do you expect? Hey, you clicked here, motherfuckers. You made the wrong decision. Don't get mad at me. You know I suck. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, I can't find a picture of young James Gunn, but he looks like the type to grow up scrawny, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, so he was never really fired, and they did that to save face. Now, some people are criticizing Disney. Grace Randolph from Beyond the Trailer, who I'm beginning to find a bit irritating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was featured in a few of her videos, actually.
Really?
But I can't tell you which ones, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But she's just like getting on my nerves at this point. I call it the Tommy C effect.
But, let's just invoke the name. Smart. There you go. Put me in the middle of fucking shit.
Okay. No, but in all seriousness, like she was bringing into question like the validity of Disney as a family brand,
right?
After rehiring James Gunn, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Like it's just.
And I'm glad it's not going to work. Look, what we're learning right now is short bursts. You're going to have to fucking sit out. When these things happen, when these things come down the pipe, you're going to take a little bit of a hit. Shane Dawson's learning that right now. Now, granted, if Shane would have shut the fuck up and not wrote that hilariously stupid fucking tweet that he wrote, it's like he was like, what can I write that would be the memeiest thing that could possibly be fucking memed? Oh, I know. What a fucking asshole. Jesus Christ. That's your fucking guy? My Lord. Did you see Ricky Berwick's response?
I stand by that mess.
Did you see Ricky Berwick's response?
I have Ricky Berwick muted.
All I'm going to say is it involves... By the way, Ricky's awful to his cat all the fucking time. The cat's got like PTSD. It doesn't fucking move. It just takes it all. It takes everything. And apparently he did some sort of mashup between the ass cookie and the cat. That's all I know. That's all I know.
You know, this is why young Crip will forever be the better cripple.
It's so sad. It's colossal.
Donovan, if you're watching this, marry me, please.
Love him. By the way, how about the Dead on Dave effect having a little bit of time to catch up? And did you see that the Dead on Dave effect affects Twitter as well? Because I'm just saying, after he went on my show, he has a 2 million plus hit video on Twitter. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah. I couldn't. 2 million.
Ew. I would rather fucking just shoot myself in the face. Ugh.
What the
Fuck
fuck?
that.
What the fuck was that? And what the hell's happening?
I basically clipped the disgust parts of Young Crip's video, like the one that went viral.
Yeah.
And I just made that sound clip, and I still thought it was an appropriate time to play it. I mean, it's a really good response to Ricky Berwick Day.
I want him to get a show with him and his mother.
Oh yes,
they are fucking great.
They're phenomenal.
You got to go check out Young Crip's fucking Twitter handle. If you don't know what we're talking about, go get educated. It's gold. It really is. All right. Anything else that we have not hit on yet that you would like to? We've been live for about an hour, believe it or not, so we can take some calls and get out of here.
Oh, that's nice. Can I answer the calls with a Frasier? Like
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm sure. Hold on. Get yourself prepared. All right, everybody. This is your opportunity to shine or stink up the joint. If you want to call in right now, talk about anything that you have on that beautiful brain of yours. Tobes and I'll be live for a few minutes, taking your questions, your calls, your hopes, your dreams, your quips, your quotes, your likes, your loves, and whatever else that you might have. And we're going to start with Duelist Drew. We're taking those calls right now. Take it away, Tobes.
Duelist Drew. Welcome to Dead on Dave. I'm listening.
All right, that was fucking awful. What's up, Drew? What do you got for us?
I'm listening.
Sorry about that. I didn't know what was going on because I was watching a video and then I hear Dave talking. It's like, is that my subconscious?
No.
It's like, that was supposed to be it.
If you've done anything bad today, that was your punishment for it. So there you go. What do you got? So.
I get embarrassed over a live audience of not being in the call.
Well, don't worry. There's not many people here to make you embarrassed, so you're good. What do you got for us, bro?
He's just abandoned us as soon as we started taking calls.
I don't really have much to say. I mean, hopefully that James Gunn fixes DC's issue with Suicide Squad, because I know it's supposed to be a reboot instead of a sequel, actually. So that's going to be fun.
Well, I think just the fact that they're not doing the DCU anymore, that whole idea is dead.
Yeah, I think that's going to fix it.
I think that fixes it in and of itself.
Does it, though?
Well, hopefully. We'll find out.
I think they could try again in like another 5 or 10 years from now, but I think they need to take a break from it.
Don't force it. That's the big thing. They tried to force this. They tried to do what Marvel took fucking like forever to do. No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Marvel started way further back, so that's what they need to do.
That's what I'm saying. All right, so you don't have anything other than that? You just wanted to say hi?
Oh, yeah. What did you think
Tobes
about the Tesseract's history?
Oh, Tobes, do we want to get into spoiler-type things? If so, what do you think about the Tesseract loophole that some people are pointing out?
Tesseract loophole. It's confusing me a bit, but I can see why Howard Stark would actually give it up, I guess.
Yeah.
To that woman.
I mean, I guess it could be stolen since it's a Kree.
Right. That's a big thing.
That's a big thing, but that would contradict it because I don't know. It's just like like that's how Nick Fury described it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that fits, but maybe it had to do with
I think we're going to still see. I think
I think they're supposed to be explaining Endgame.
Did anybody else feel at points in Captain Marvel that were there to be a punchline or a setup for something else later on? Like there were just little things that happened that I feel like we're going to get other pieces of the explanation in Endgame. And that cat vomiting up that fucking Tesseract, I think is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, kind of.
We're going to get the cat movie.
We might.
It's going to be its own movie.
Hey, that's a bad motherfucking entity right there. I forgot the name of that bitch, but those things are not to be fucked with at all. Florkin, thank you. The Dirty Sanchez. Okay, Dueling Duel is true. I got to get away from the Dirty Sanchez laugh. It's really scaring me. So
it does seem like a thing from Rick and Morty.
It is. It's a Dirty Rick Sanchez, even worse, because then you have nihilism on top of the nastiness. Drew, thank you so much for the call, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a good one, pal. By the way, the new outro that we have going, the new end card, that's because of that, man. Dueling Duelist Drew. Go give him some love. Suck his testicles a little bit. He's a good kid. I like him a lot. All right. Go ahead there, Tobes.
I'm listening.
Poop Luke, you motherfucker. Right. What's up?
Not much. I'm kind of okay. So I'm very happy, obviously, that they brought James Gunn back. But aren't they also? So DC's got a lot on their plate, and I don't know what they're actually doing. If you've been paying attention to the movies that they've said they're going to do, like you brought the New Gods.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, aren't they also working on a Birds of Prey movie, also starring Margot Robbie? And aren't they also working on that? On a movie, I can't remember what the team's called, where she's teaming up with Poison Ivy, live action movie.
No. They're working on the Birds of Prey movie instead of the Sirens movie.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, good. And weren't they also going to do a Nightwing movie and a Batgirl movie?
Yeah, but that was when DC's management was different. Now Walter Hamada is head of the DC division of Warner Brothers, and he's like kind of flushed certain movies down the toilet and elevated some more movies that he knows will guaranteed will make more money, and he can put decent directors on there. Now the biggest worry right now is the Joker movie and what that means for DC going forward.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm actually really excited for that Joker movie. I think what's his name who plays him? I think he's gonna do a good job.
Yeah. Joaquin he's a great actor.
He is I dare say one top 3 greatest actors of all time, in my opinion.
I don't know about all time. I put him generational. I would definitely say he's a generational guy. No question there. He's fantastic in almost everything that he does. He's got you never forget him. I can tell you that.
A quick recommendation is don't worry, he doesn't walk. He can't get that far on foot. I think that's the movie. I'll check it and then I'll recommend it again.
What? That's the worst name in the history of anything. I mean, it's not. It won't even make a good band name. Jesus Christ.
He might have actually gotten it right too. I think I've heard of that.
Have you guys heard my new band, Left Foot, Right Foot Walk? What the fuck are we talking about? This is goddamn insanity.
And the Sisters Brothers. That's really good as well. That's excellent. Joaquin Phoenix. I
don't care about Joaquin. Why are we talking about Joaquin Phoenix? Fuck Joaquin Phoenix. What else you got for me there, Poop Luke?
So I have another little thing to say about the Captain Marvel thing, where people were like outrage culture and all that. I used to be before I kind of stopped being socially idiotic. Like about a year and a half ago. I was like a bit of a prominent member in that like outrage culture, and not prominent, but you know what I mean. I was there.
That sounds like definitely a story we're gonna have to hear more of someday.
Captain Marvel is one of the stupidest, even as like an outrage culture thing, one of the stupidest outrage things I've ever seen. There are people saying that Brie Larson cost Marvel millions,
no.
And then the reasoning is, well, they took it off of Netflix. Brie Larson didn't do that. Brie Larson did not make that decision to take that movie off of Netflix. Like, it's not, that's got nothing to do with, it's just, it's insane to me. She's a fine actress, from what I could tell. I haven't seen the movie yet. But, like, it was the same problem with Black Panther. Black Panther was a good movie. Like, it was, in my opinion, one of the better Marvel movies they've released.
It was a good movie.
But people got really upset, like, for the reason and, you know, some people got upset because the ridiculous Rotten Tomatoes score for a movie that was, it was good, but, you know, other movies did not make that high on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'd like to make a small correction. I don't think lots of people got upset in that situation. I don't think lots of people got upset in this Captain Marvel situation. I don't think lots of people got upset during the fucking Ghostbusters female version situation. I think what we have here is about the same 50 to 150,000 online fucking little dots on a screen that get upset about whatever fucking special interest group is having a crisis of whatever the case is that fucking week. Are we not noticing that it seems to be the same amount of number of anger? And it's a small number in the grand scheme of things.
Misogynist.
It's so stupid.
Well,
Yes, it's all
think about-
misogynist and racist. There you go, Tubbs.
Think about it like this: Black Panther. Everyone was getting, well, not every. You're right. Just probably a small amount of people. People were getting outraged about, in some way, for just looking for things to be outraged. It's a fine movie, and that movie was one of the Marvel's most successful movies, box office wise. People got upset over this, and it looks like it. It's getting there. People don't realize that it's not gonna. And granted, I thought Captain Marvel was not going to do great. I'll be honest, because when I saw trailers, I went, I have no interest in seeing that, which is something that's very rare.
I was the same way. First trailer, same way. First trailer, you can ask Tubbs. I was not thrilled after the first trailer.
I was the same.
Yeah, it just didn't seem like a movie I was very interested in. Now, judging from the insane box office stuff, I'm just gonna go ahead and see it just because why not? When I get the chance to,
right?
Just to see if it's worth the hype. And if not, then fine. It's a Marvel movie. I don't expect much.
Just go
I'm not going to expect Shakespeare.
Well, I mean, look, go into it without any expectation. Just go watch. If you like Marvel movies, go watch this Marvel movie. Look, we've had so many weird concepts work for fucking for Marvel at this point. It's not even funny. Who the fuck thought Ant-Man was going to work, let alone have a sequel? Who the fuck thought Guardians of the Galaxy was going to work, let alone have a sequel and one of the most anticipated third movie of the entire MCU?
I'd say superhero movies in general have that. Because, who would have thought that, after all the super serious DC movies, what was needed was an Aquaman movie, of all things, that was, super fun, silly, and,
that
one
movie
of the
sucked.
most...
I'm still standing on that. I didn't like it.
I loved Aquaman. That movie never stopped making me smile through.
It's lazy.
So I enjoyed it.
Felt very lazy.
But think about it like this: that movie, in a lot of people's eyes, saved what was left of DC. In a lot of people's eyes.
Oh no, I agree with you. It did the numbers to do it. I don't think that's very fair to Gal Gadot over there and fucking Wonder Woman, because I would argue that Wonder Woman is the real staple that's going to end up keeping that franchise going, but that's just me.
Wonder Woman gave me hope, and Justice League crushed it. Aquaman reignited that hope.
Fair enough. Shazam looks like it's going to be pretty good, though, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Carl Shazam... G, this is important to note, by the way. Captain Marvel was the 7th quickest MCU movie to hit 200 million domestically, behind Black Panther, Avengers 3, and Civil War, and Iron Man 3. That's good company. That's pretty good. It's going to pass $1 billion here, I'd say, within the month. I'm going to make a proclamation right here. But bam, before Endgame releases, it will Captain Marvel hit $1 billion. Captain Marvel hit $1 billion.
So I got pulled out or something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
To AFK.
You're good. I want to get through the last couple calls and get up out of here because I still got to go to Twitch tonight. So last thoughts there, Poop Luke.
Very excited for Shazam. Very excited for what comes next for Marvel. I think the whole outrage culture is ridiculous, and think you're definitely right that it's a small number of people judging from the box office.
Relatively. All right, Poop. Have a good day. Have a good night, buddy. I really enjoy saying "all right, Poop." All right, let's get the.
Before let's okay.
Oh,
don't worry, you won't go far on foot.
All right.
And the Sisters Brothers, and You Were Never Really Here. 3 of the best Joaquin Phoenix performances. Go watch them, please. Thank you.
There you go. Everybody, nobody cared about that, but hey, still good regardless. Introduce Faye. She's here. Oh, the baby. Of course, the baby.
What am I supposed to do?
Shut up. Shut up. Let me live my Frasier fantasy. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, hi, Nice to meet you.
Faye, you're on the air. I'm listening.
There you go, Faye. Now, is your life complete now? What do you got for us? Holy fuck.
I got a lot of stuff. First of all, how dare you Poopus Lucas ahead of me?
I was saving the best for last.
He came in before you.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. No, he definitely did not.
I don't know if that's true. I was just saving you.
Y'all delusional. Second of all, how dare you think of doing anything on April 26th other than going to Jesus 2's birthday party? That's my daughter, by the way.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get an invite, so.
Everybody's invited. It's Jesus too. Okay?
No. I'm sorry.
When she's deciding who's getting into heaven, she's gonna remember that you're in the theater watching Avengers. Okay?
Bitch, your daughter's the Antichrist. Don't give us that shit.
Jesus too can hear you, and she was.
I don't know. I'll tell you this one. On the next show, though, I have a really good idea. I understand that like those little centers for babies to play in, they're expensive, and baby pens, like the locks are very inefficient. So I think the best thing you can do is simply put your baby in the dryer for the next episode. And the really good thing about a dryer is you could turn the heat off and make it spin around. I hear babies love that shit. So that's just my help to you.
And then on the third day, she will rise again to judge the living and the dead.
That's right. That's understandable. Do you have anything to actually talk about, Faye, or are you just here to just make my life harder?
That was all I had to say.
I fucking love that woman. I love you so much. All right, Faye, thanks for calling in. See you later. All right, Mystic, last one. Go ahead, Tobes. Do your stupid thing.
Mystic, you're on the air. I'm listening.
Yeah, he's listening. Mystic, what do you got for us?
Hold on, I had to pause the stream. Can you hear me all right?
We can.
Yes, we
Okay,
can.
So I'm gonna say probably a very unpopular.
Okay.
Are you prepared for the screaming you're about to do at me? Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get that in 2 seconds.
Blow our minds, Mystic.
I believe that the Suicide Squad reboot should have the same cast.
Huh.
You're fired.
I mean, it's definitely incorrect. I mean, it doesn't make me angry.
I don't want to see Jai Courtney. The fuck? No, thank you. I'm good.
Margot Robbie, I'm fine with.
The same leading cast. So, like, say, bring back Will Smith, Margot Robbie. I don't know about the model chick.
Will Smith's got to go. Will Smith's got to go. He was an awful Deadshot. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that.
Just a Deadshot.
Terrible.
He was
terrible.
Will Smith.
He was Will Smith. Exactly.
Yeah.
I
need Idris Elba in my life for this one.
I finally understand now that Paul Rudd is not a bad actor, because Paul Rudd or Ant-Man just happens to be Paul fucking Rudd, because he pulled that off. Will Smith can only be Will Smith, and unfortunately for Deadshot, Will Smith isn't Deadshot. But Ant-Man happens to be Paul Rudd, so it worked. Just luck of the draw.
All right, well, damn. But no, it's like Tobes, I said to you like a while back how I wanted to do a stream of like movies that I wish got a second chance, and Suicide Squad was going to be the one that I wish got a second chance, like somewhat similarly aesthetically, but like not as poorly edited as it was, you know?
Fair.
I like the aesthetic all around. That's what the thing that like made me think that
it was an ugly movie though.
You know my aesthetic, neon lights, fucking crazy ass colors. That's my shit.
But
that's my
neon lights, honey. No. Aside from the neon lights, like it looked drib and ugly. It looked like a war movie, not a fucking superhero movie.
It looked like really bad concept. It looked like really bad concept art from Cool World. Remember that fucking movie? Yeah.
No. You fucking boomer.
Go watch that shit. That shit's great. Fantastic movie. Awful.
No, I fucking quite enjoy that.
I
movie.
like Cool World, man. And there's some superstar. Brad Pitt's in that movie. That
really?
Yeah. Brad Pitt. Who else
haven't seen that one in a while.
Who is it? It's Brad Pitt. It's is it Kim Basinger?
Is it pronounced that way?
Well, Basinger, whatever. I think it's Kim Basinger. I believe it is. It's a good movie.
Whatever.
It's weird and crazy, but I fucking love it. All right. I'm sorry. I lost interest in your guys' conversation. I started thinking about Cool World. Mystic, you got anything else for us? I got to go to Twitch.
All right. Well, I guess my ending statement is at least keep Margot Robbie.
Well, yes, definitely keep Margot Robbie.
They're keeping Margot Robbie.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
we
the
should-
money,
we
honey.
Yeah, we should still have Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, hopefully.
Yeah,
She
she
wasn't
fit
bad
that
as
role.
Waller. She wasn't terrible as Waller. Was that?
Yeah.
I think they could borrow from the Arrowverse, but oh well.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
There's some
But
good
sure.
actors in the Arrowverse. Fuck off, man. Amanda Waller
No.
was played well there. Whatever. All right, Mystic. See you later. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Got to get her
Yeah,
ass
Gord.
on a show. Get your ass on a show, Mystic. Come on. Gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
some people on the shows. All right, there, Tobesies. I gotta go here and do another stream. I'm gonna be live over on Twitch. We're gonna be playing Jackbox Party Pack tonight over on Twitch. So make sure you come over to Dead on Dave on Twitch. Come play with me. I'm gonna be there. Tobes, I assume you will be going into a coma.
I shall be, yes, and trying to forget everything that happened today, except this stream. This stream was fun.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
think this is the
Genuinely,
best part of your day.
yeah, it was. It was the best part of my sort of weekend.
Ah.
It's been tough. I must
Well,
say.
you always
So
have a
thank you
place here,
guys
my
for having
friend.
me. I know.
This is consider this your zone of copious thoughts, man. This can be your own little your own bat cave. Yes, my asshole can be your fucking your temple of solitude and shit. You'll be good to go.
Well, I'd rather it not come to that, but thank you for the kind gesture.
You're welcome. Go get some rest, my friend. Fantastic job tonight, and I'll talk to you a little bit later on in the week.
All right, see you, Dave.
Bye, Tobes. All right, guys. I'm going to be live in just moments. Make sure you check out Tobes, by the way. He's doing some good stuff. And just because I don't watch anybody's videos doesn't mean that you shouldn't be a piece of shit and do the same. Go check out everything that Tobes is doing. He's doing fantastic things. His information is down below in the description box. I'm going to be live probably before the top of the hour. Before 7 o'clock, I'm going to be live on the Twitch. We're playing Jackbox Party Pack. Be there or be rectangle, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have those talented friends. Like the motherfuckers who make these things better than I could ever possibly dream to. Guys like Dueling Duels Drew with this brand new outro. Peace.